I will tell you everything you need to know about the PS4 update 4.0, all the new features including folders, improved trophies and way more. First of all the footage that you see here is from the Japanese PlayStation blog. That is where they posted pictures, not on the US or Europe PlayStation blog. So while you can't understand the text on the screen, it will still give you an idea of how it will look when 4.0 will launch. Let's start with one of the most requested PS4 features, folders. When the new firmware update 4.0 launches, you can make folders in the content launcher menu to organize the games and the apps the way you want. The library will also get some changes like a new sorting tool that lets you sort by purchase date or install status, and with 4.0 you can search for specific games and apps via text input. There will also be a new tab called Purchases that will show all the content you own. This means that the games and the application tab will now only focus on the content that you have installed on your PS4. This is super nice because then you can find your content easier. The UI will also see some changes like a new system background. The What's New tab will also be changed. Pop-up notification will see some changes as well, just like the system icons. Sony believes that with these changes, the UI will be easier to use. You probably know that when you hit the PlayStation button on your DualShock controller, it brings up the quick menu. Well, in 4.0 this menu will be way faster and easier to use according to Sony. With the new quick menu, you get the info without going back to the home screen. For example, you can see your online status of your friends, shortcuts to quickly access your party, favorite groups, communities and more. If you don't want, for example, that favorite group function, then you can change that by removing it and adding new features to the quick menu. Speaking of menus, the share menu will also see a big overhaul. It will now, like the quick menu, only appear on a small portion of the screen. It will now also save the lost social media network you shared a video clip or screenshot to, and make the overall sharing of a screenshot and a video a bit faster and more streamlined. If you are someone that uploads videos to Twitter, you will be happy to hear that you can now upload 140-second videos to Twitter directly and not just 10-second videos. By the way, if you have Twitter, you can follow me on that just at your Raptor. Every PlayStation player likes the sound of a trophy. Well, Sony knows that and brings some improvements to the system in 4.0. You can now view trophies while not having an internet connection, for example, which is nice. It's always a struggle if a game has hidden trophies. Well, in 4.0 you don't have to visit a third-party website in order to see what the trophy is. You can now simply click on the hidden trophy and see its content. By default it's still hidden though. The trophy icons will also change. Sony is talking about pyramid icons where the ultra rare trophy will be on top of the pyramid. Then last but not least, the user profile will get an update as well, making it easier to see the relevant info for players at a glance according to Sony. You can now immediately see the trophy progress, for example. You can also add a background image to your profile, for example a screenshot. Just like with the previous firmware update, Sony asked for players to participate in the beta of the updates a few weeks ago, so if you are selected you can try it out tomorrow. Fingers crossed, I sent my email, so hopefully I will get in. There will be more features coming in this update that Sony will talk about later. Of course I will break them all down and also make a walkthrough video when the new system update software will launch on PS4 later. Subscribe to stay up to date on that, like this video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.